What do you see, Michael McKee, this morning?
Well, I see the durable goods orders out right now, but we don't have the personal income numbers yet because I think everybody is hitting the internet at the same time. There we go.
There they go.
Personal income, 0.4%. That's better than the 0.3 last month, and it matches the estimate. Spending, though, stronger than anticipated, up 0.8% compared with a flat reading in March. PCE deflator. This is the news the Fed is watching. Is stronger, 0.4%. That's up from 0.1 last month, and it's stronger than the consensus forecast. Puts us at 4.4% for the headline number over the March number of 4.2%. Core is up 0.4, which is stronger than anticipated,
yes.
And that puts us at 4.7% from 4.6%. And so if we're just looking at these PCE numbers out of this release, you're seeing a lot of pressure being generated on the Fed to maybe raise rates one more time. We'll check in on what the bets are on WIRP, the Bloomberg function, in just a moment. Durable goods orders up 1.1%. That is compared with a 3.3% increase in the month of March.
Right.
Durables ex-transportation down 0.2. So we probably got some Boeing in there. Capital goods orders, non-defense, ex-aircraft, 1.4%. That compares with a 0.6 drop. So one of the things in the first quarter, Tom, that was a concern was that business spending had dropped off. And when we got the revision to GDP yesterday, we saw business spending raised a little bit, and this looks like it's contributing to maybe a return of business to the world.
Take a breath. Look at the data. This is really tough. This is what McKee does better than anyone in the world, folks. It's like 3 days. It feels like 3 days of economic data on steroids, and what it is the markets were going to react. Moments ago, the two-year yield to 4.56%. Critically, this is not about the intraday chart. On radio, we're showing the intraday chart, and yes, up it goes to a 4.55. Far more importantly, we're getting up to where we're breaching the high yield that we saw in the 2-year of a number of days ago. The curve inversion is further. We go to negative 75 basis points, a difference in yield between the 2s and the 10s. Critically, the 10-year real yield adjusts higher, 1.56% there. These are all global Wall Street key data points indicating a little angst out there about the stickiness. Michael McKee, from where you sit with 15 major data points in Michigan coming up, is this a sticky inflation sum of data?
Oh, sure. And it is not particularly good news for the Fed. One number to give you beyond where we were, 4.1% is the personal savings rate, drops down from 4.5%. So Americans did dip into their savings to spend what they spent. And of course, as we mentioned, spending was up on the month by 0.8 compared with just 0.1 in March. This is going to be a problem for the Fed. This is their indicator. This is the one that they watch and they base policy on, and it is going the wrong direction. Now, it's not that they didn't think that would happen. They expected some volatility and lumpiness in the numbers, but about half of them or more said in the minutes and have said in speeches since then that they're going to probably need to raise rates more. So then the question becomes, do they do it in June or do they do it in July? And this kind of moves up the timetable, one would think, to perhaps June.
And what's important here is the vector. I'm not going to do this because we'll waste time getting to Megan Green, and we don't want to do that. But Mike McKee, really simple here. We peaked on PCE deflator year over year, 5.46%, I'll say, in early 2002. And I'm sorry, a vector is in place to disinflation there. But is it tested this morning? Is the vector really under threat of disinflation?
Disinflation, it's not under threat at the moment. I mean, we're looking for that kind of progress, but so far we're not getting enough restraint from the Fed's interest rate increases to get us there. And Tom, I told you I'd look this up. We're now up to an 86% chance of a move by July, a 46% chance of a move in June. Those are both significantly higher than they were before these numbers came out.